amount of volatility today. We basically had the quadruple witching for the market. You can see SPY opened up today at right around 314. SPY hit a bottom of 306.55. And it looks like towards the end of the day, SPY is continuing to sell off. SPY currently is at 307.49, so it's made a huge loss. Looking at the yellow line crossing the purple line, it pretty much crossed going down today, and they are going through the gravitational, which is the pink line. So by this means and this nature, if you look at the last time it crossed the pink line, you can see that SPY completely crashed heading into the next week. So I'm definitely seeing the SPYs most likely will crash. Right here, it's hitting this top and it's hitting this bottom, so it's right around 307. I'm assuming the next portion that it'll probably reach is probably like SPY 301 before the bounce. As far as VIX, looking at the VIX from the 1 hour, last time SPY went down, you can see right here, this is like 311. This is right around, 611, and right around here, 611. You can see SPY completely crashed. VIX volatility went extremely high. So I'm looking for a similar move here where I have a 38 VIX call expiring next Friday. If VIX can get anywhere near 39.40, that'll be my exit point, unless VIX has some extreme volatility and it goes to like 50. There's just so many factors, especially now that there's a reemergence of the COVID-19 coronavirus. So I would say 40 is my price target. Now, if there's an extreme drop in SPY and SPY opens below 300 on Monday, I might wait a little bit, on the VIX, because there's a chance that VIX will probably go up to 55 or $50, $55, somewhere around there. But I believe, as long as I get enough profit, I'm probably going to take the profits. And if there's anything else other than that, I'll probably take a day trade on the VIX. But I'm pretty sure everything should look good. And this is all pretty much speculation, so we're just going to see what's going to continue to happen. And as you can see, the market is just completely tanking. There's more news covering the rapid spread of coronavirus, which is bad for majority of people. But as far as my position on the VIX, it is a really good position to be in. I'm basically betting against the market, and since the market is crashing, the VIX is going up. There's a good chance that this trade I'm going to be in is going to be very, very profitable. But nonetheless, we'll see what happens on Monday. Fed is going to be buying in the afternoon on Monday. They changed their overnight repo operations, so they're not buying on overnight. So you won't see any movement pre-market. And as you can see here, as everyone's cleaning their slate on the SPY, it just keeps dropping. So we'll see how high VIX goes. I might do an update probably on Sunday, right before the SPY gets traded. The SPY is able to trade on Sunday because it's traded over the weekend. But we're going to see what's going to happen to the SPY on Sunday, and we'll see what happens to the VIX. And if the SPY goes below 300, we're going to see that the VIX is probably going to trade pretty close to $40, maybe even $50. On the 4-hour period, I did talk about last time this pink line right around here. This is where I think the VIX may bounce if the Fed steps in. The SPY may bounce if the Fed steps in, which is going to be right around 302, maybe even 303. If it does drop a little bit lower than that and it goes to 300, then we'll see if it breaks this. Support line right here. If it breaks that, then you can definitely see SPY going closer to like 280-ish, 285. But if it does bounce here because of the Fed, then we're going to see a huge bounce. Now you got to keep in mind that the Fed is saying that they're going to buy, they have a $20 billion a day buy limit, and they may spend all $20 billion, on Monday. So depending on how the witching continues into Monday, they may actually make a huge buy. I don't know, but nonetheless, I'm in a position where it looks pretty lucrative, and we're going to see what's going to happen on Monday. So if you learned something new about the witching, which I described in the first video, if you made a lot of money on SPY, or if you've made some really good trades today because of the increased volatility, congratulations to you. You know, if you learned anything, just leave a comment. You know, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'm going to try and teach you guys a little bit more about trading. You know, I'm not a guaranteed tradist. I'm just an analyst, and basically just looking at trend patterns, looking at fundamentals. Everything that I'm doing right now makes sense, at least in the short-term period. Now, the Fed being another factor, there could be something that's just completely different. I may not know. You know, I may predict something and then the Fed just completely changes it. But as far as the trend goes, yellow line crossing the purple line and going through the pink line, the probability of the market crashing is very, very high. So stay tuned, and we'll continue day 37 on June 22nd, which is a Monday.